Welcome to the product life cycle management for 8th semester mechanical engineering students. In this model number 5, product building and structures, and then session number 2, presented by Dr. Maniraj M, Government Engineering College, Chamrajanagar. These are the main outlines of this chapter. We already discussed the introduction to virtual product development, virtual product development tools, then building virtual product models. Now in session number 2, then we will go for analyzing virtual product models, production process planning, and then product data technology. In this analyzing virtual product models, products are designed and developed to perform their intended function in a specific environment. However, many simultaneous physical forces and phenomena impact product behavior. These factors, coupled with the complexity of the products, make it difficult to build physical prototype and conduct experiments to predict its function in the real world environment. This creates a need for better ways to analyze product behavior against a variety of multiple physics. Here, computer-aided engineering (CAE) is a term used to describe the use of computer software in the product engineering process, from design and virtual testing with sophisticated analytical algorithms to the planning of manufacturing. And then computer-aided engineering (CAE) solutions support the engineering processes, allowing designers to perform test and simultaneous simulations of the product's physical properties without requiring a physical prototype model. While computer-aided design is used to create a geometrical product representation within a virtual environment, and then computer-aided engineering allows a deeper analysis of the product. And computer-aided engineering finds applications in engineering field like fluid dynamics, and then kinematics, stress analysis, finite element analysis, etc. Typically, where product development is concerned. Throughout the virtual development cycle, that is computer-aided design and computer-aided engineering go in hand in hand. CAE helps to reduce the number of physical prototypes and experiments and optimize components in their design phase to develop better products and in faster rate. There are various methods to evaluate product designs. However, a few of virtual methods utilizing CAE analysis are described in brief. In this, there are three main methods utilizing this computer-aided engineering analysis. And in this finite element analysis and computational fluid dynamics and then multi-body simulation methods. And then these are the main methods. Finite element method, that is finite element analysis, FEA, computational fluid dynamics, CFD, and then multi-body simulation, MBS. These are the main three types of methods. Utilizing CAE, computer aided engineering analysis, I will discuss one by one. First one we will take finite element analysis. In this finite element analysis is the simulation of a given product or a given physical phenomena using numerical technique called finite element method. The technique in this technique is used to calculate stress, deformation, thermal load, structural dynamics, or NVH. NVH is nothing but noise, vibration, and harshness, and predict the behavior of the product in the real physical environment. For example, we will take a sitting chair can be analyzed for stress distribution to identify critical locations of failure and the maximum safe load it can support in order to avoid fail. The potential issue thus identified and analyzed by finite element analysis helps design engineers to review and optimize the design at an early stage, thereby saving enormous time, energy, as well as money involved in developing any product. And then various tools like CATIA, HyperMesh, ANSYS, etc. are used for this purpose. And then FEA works by discretization, that is breaking down a large structure with high degree of physical complexities and mathematical discontinuous into smaller, more manageable sections. And then each section represents the material properties of its local domain. The mathematical model or geometrical model extracted from 3D CAD model is discretized by the finite element method, resulting in corresponding numerical method models. The discretized equations are solved simultaneously and the results are analyzed to determine how the larger structure will respond to the external or internal stimuli. Boundary conditions of loads, for example, forces or moments, and then some restraints, example bearings, fixed parts, etc. And then material characteristics, temperatures, and other factors are defined directly in the IFE program, finite element programs. And then designers can run simulations with various component designs and compare outputs in a short span of time, thereby eliminating the need of complex testing and analysis using physical prototypes. This is nothing but FEA, finite element analysis, and then next we'll go for computational fluid dynamics, that is CFD. In this predicting the behavior of products working under extreme environments like liquid or gas flow, heating or cooling, chemical reactions, turbulence, and other related physical phenomena has always been a challenging task for product designers and analysts. CFD, that is Computational Fluid Dynamics, briefly abbreviated as CFD, is a term used to refer to a wide spectrum of numerical methods used for virtual analyzing and predicting complex 3D time independent flow phenomena related to products. For example, simulating and analyzing the flow of gas over turbine blades and then temperature distribution in the heat exchanger, etc. And then the analysis approach in this regard is similar to FEA, except the software used being different. The data transfer from 3D CAD model into CFD program is performed by neutral standard data formats. Example, will take STEP, IGES, etc. And boundary conditions for the calculations are defined directly in the CFD program. And then solvers like CFX, Fluent, Nostrum, etc. are a few softwares used to conduct the analysis. And then another type is multi-body simulation. Here multi-body simulation is a computer tool with which multi-body is nothing but it is a system in which one or more bodies are connected to each other with joints. The body may be rigid, flexible, or plain links that connect two pieces together. The purpose of the joints is to limit the relative moment of the bodies. That is multi-body simulation is a computer tool with which multi-body systems can be stimulated using computational methods. The multi-body simulation models are based on general geometrical definitions in CAD product structures. They consist of stiff bodies or mass points which are connected with each other or the environment by joints. It may be kinetic constraints and or by specific force laws. And then they are very suitable for modeling complex inhomogeneous structures such as full vehicles and particularly for a low frequency range of motions. The boundary conditions, example forces or torsional moments of inertia, degrees of freedom of movement, are defined directly in multi-body simulation programs. The separation of the locally distributed parameters into discrete parameters that leads to the physical discretization of the product model. For example, we will take mass, stiffness, or damping. And then besides a rigid consideration of kinematic systems, elastic subbodies from finite element method modeling can be imported and integrated on demand. Next we will go for production planning and control is nothing but PPC. Production is nothing but process. Production planning and control, that includes the administration and organization of manufacturing relevant to data and procedures. Only the released product data are transformed into production planning process. That is production planning control PPC data are organized in bill of materials, that is nothing but BOM, structures, and based on 3D CAD geometry, or it may be 2D drawings and additional manufacturing relevant information. Two important influencing factors in this regard are working schedule and manufacturing resources. These are the main two factors influencing in this regard. And then firstly, the basic economic and operational functions of product planning control include the management of customer orders, project calculation, planning of requirements, material logistics, production capacity calculation, and the order release organization, etc. Second one in production planning control that covers the production control related tasks such as production management and the control, and then operating data logging, controlling processes regarding time, quality, and cost, and shipping management. While production planning and control covers the economic and operational task of manufacturing in computer-aided design as well as computer-aided manufacturing operations basically handle technical functions. The working field of CAD/CAM, that is design as well as manufacturing, can also be divided into two groups. The first group includes planning processes such as the product concept development, design and simulation, process planning, material logistics, and the programming of production machines and resources. While the second group includes the control of manufacturing and quality management related procedures. This also includes the control of numerical control machines, NC machines, and then transportation control, storage management, assembly control, maintenance management, and quality management, etc. Next we will go for product data technology. Here product data technology includes all aspects of the definition and methods of processing of data information related to a product throughout its development and operational life cycle. The management of all data flow processes and documents during the development or modification of products across the product life cycle provides the basis for an efficient virtual product generation. The product data can be classified into different categories as follows. We will discuss one by one. That may be product defining data, or product describing data, geometry data, data information concern the development process itself, and then product configuration data, and finally metadata. We'll discuss one by. First we'll take product defined data. That product defined data relates to the technical requirements that include all kinds of data for the product specification. For example, in the case of automotive product development, the data can be related to driving performance, car weight, fuel consumption, dimensions, targeted vehicle configurations, and other factors. All data that is covered, all this one, product defining data. Next one is product describing data that relates to the technical support technical product documentation that include all the information that can be found in the bill of materials list. Next one is geometry data. Geometry data relates to the CAD models, model files, styling data, geometry data exchange formats, CAD based product structures, and other design based data. And then next one is data information concerns the development process. In this itself include workflow data, management of resources, data for engineering organization, and others. And then next product data is product configuration data that relates to the information about possible variants. For example, data that define the setup of the car in accordance with the customer order, including the type of engine and transmission, safety features, colors, and all possible accessories. That is nothing but product configuration data. And then last one is metadata that describes additional product related facts such as production related facts, such as production related information and data for calculation and organization. The exchange of product data within the same software environment is mainly performed by native data formats, while importing product data from 3D CAD programs into finite element simulation software is accomplished with the use of neutral data formats. In the case of product design and simulation related processes, neutral data formats provide product geometry data and limited additional product information for the exchange between different CAD software packages or between CAD and CAE applications. The neutral data formats can be divided in geometrical accurate systems which transform CAD native product information into set of mathematical descriptions of the model geometries. For example, we'll take IGES, STEP or VDA formats. Besides a purely geometrical representation, enhanced neutral data formats are able to include additional facts such as product structuring information or the configuration of components, modules, and sub-assemblies. The second group of neutral data formats concerns solutions which are able to convert the product geometry into models with approximated tessellated geometry. Examples of neutral data formats with tessellated geometries include STL, URML, and then WRML, etc. In addition, this extended markup language, that is XML, this is based on this one geometry description, works with tessellation algorithms. These approximated product data are often used in DMU, digital markups based investigations, or for visualization tasks. For the application of neural data formats, specific converters are required to convert these CAD native geometry information into the corresponding formats. In the case of data import, neutral data have to be converted or it may be integrated into corresponding software specific format. which means that the target program must be able to read the specific type of neutral data format. Unlike native data formats, neutral data languages cannot be contain detailed design processes related knowledge such as the design history, product parameterization, implemented algorithms or macros, functionalities, etc. This limits the application of this neutral data formats to geometry based processes and restricts advanced automation or design integration. For this reason, alternative methods and strategies have emerged in recent years. One such method is to manage data exchange by integrating product data management, this is PDM systems. The PDM system manages the entire product data range, including geometry data, product structure, and additional data such as materials, tolerances, and production related information, and organizes the data and information flow throughout the development and life cycle processes of a product. In this PDM related, in any extra information already I'll discuss in module number 1. This completes the session number 2. Thank you for patience listening. Finally, I'll thank you LMS coordinator Dr. Kundrika G, Principal Government Engineering College Ramnagar, and the course coordinator Dr. D.P. Girish, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College Ramnagar. Myself, Dr. Muniraju, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College Chamarajanagar. And then other person, Dr. Manjara Kotresh, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College Haveri. And then Professor Chetan K.S., Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Engineering College Chamarajanagar. Thank you.